Welcome back to Andersen Acres. We're outside here today on a really sunny morning. And today I'm going to show you how to weatherproof one of these prefab coops or animal houses or whatever. Because I have had a lot of questions. If you look around my property, you'll find a lot of those prefab houses. We use for the quail, we have a little chicken coop that we got off Amazon, and we have our quail brooder is from Wayfair and things like that. So people have asked me, how are they lasting so long? Because at this point, people are noticing that they haven't just lasted one winter, they've lasted multiple. In fact, the quail coop that we have has lasted 6 years. We've had a long time. So I've had a lot of people ask about that because anytime you go into a chicken group on Facebook or whatever, you end up getting the advice, don't buy them, they're not going to last, they won't last you one winter, but we have really harsh winters and mine last. So I'm going to show you how to use those prefab animal houses and have them last. Okay, so I have the pieces out of a new house for the pen Falcon is in because he's eaten his house. That's not a product failure, that is Falcon eating his house. So what we do is we have the pieces laying out. So we have these pieces, we got the roof piece, we got the door piece, we got walls and floors. So we have all of those here. And what we're going to do is we're going to coat them with a weatherproof spray. Because a lot of people are right. These will not last if you just leave them. If you just stick them out there and expect them to last 5 years, it's not going to work. But you can make it work with a $10 can of sealant. So I am using, mine is a Rust-Oleum, and I'm using a clear gloss. Okay, this is what I'm using. I'm sure you can use a different brand. This is just the brand that I use, and I use the clear gloss. You can, of course, use satin. You can use, there we go, lid off. You can use a matte, whatever you like. I happen to like the gloss. So you just take your can, shake it up. Remember to shake it a lot because you look at the manufacturer's directions, it tells you to shake for like a minute. Do that. Okay, now I've already shaken this before I started filming, so I don't have to shake very long. But then you just apply a decent coat. Do this outside because this stuff stinks. Okay, you just do that to each piece and you come at it from all four sides. So then I would come over here and spray this side just to make sure you get in all those grooves. Okay, so you're just going to do that. And we will come back when this is dry. Again, follow your manufacturer's directions. I'm going to finish spraying the pieces I have. And then what we're going to do is we'll come back, flip them over, and we'll do the other side. I'm not going to make you watch me spray all to pieces because you don't have to. What you do want to make sure is that you get all the different sides. So for example, this door I have standing up just so I can get the edges of it. Okay, I want to make sure I get the edges on the inside and outside of that door so that it is weatherproof. But for now, that is what we're going to do. And then we'll come back, flip them over, and I'll spray them again. So back in a sec. All right, so we are back. We have flipped our pieces over. Tequila's barking at me. But we flipped our pieces over, getting the grass off. And we're basically going to do the same thing. Using the same stuff, though I have switched cans because my other can ran out. Always have an extra can, pro tip. So you're just going to do the same thing. And you're going to go from all four sides, doing all of the sides from all angles, just to make sure it gets really, really well covered. All right? When you're done that, you can assemble your coop or your animal house or whatever it is you're building, because there's a little bit left to do once we assemble the house, okay? So I'm going to finish spray painting these guys, let them dry according to the manufacturer's directions on your spray, and then we will come back once we've assembled the house. You don't need to watch that part. All right, so our house is now sprayed and it's all put together. Thanks to Tristan. I didn't put it together myself. I had Tristan do it. So now what you want to do is you just want to make sure the parts that have to move. So the lid lifts up, this turns, This comes down, goes back up. You just want to make sure all the pieces that need to move can still move and that you didn't spray them to the point where they all got stuck. That's important. But after that, your house is now ready for the elements. It will last for years this way. If you don't spray it, we have our cat house that we're going to throw in the fire because I didn't spray the cat house. And so now it's garbage because it got worn down after about 3 years. And now it's garbage. But this will last for years. Years and years. So about every 3 to 5 years, you want to get your spray out and respray it. No, you don't have to take it apart to respray it. You just leave it exactly as it is. Just take it out of the enclosure, give it a quick spray. Make sure that you have preserved all of the exterior and the interior. You just want to make sure you get every spot you can, turn it over, that kind of stuff. Make sure you spray it because that will keep your coops and your animal houses looking good for many years to come. That's about it for us here today at Andersen Acres. Don't be afraid to use those prefab coops and prefab animal housing because you will be able to use them for years if you just take a minute to make sure you have weatherproofed them. We'll see you tomorrow.